What's up, Wargamers? Welcome back to World of Wargaming. I'm Isaiah. Joe is in the house today for what may be one of our last games of Burrows and Badgers. First edition, as the new books are getting ready to become more available. So really excited about that. So we're going to be playing Take and Hold today. So we have these 5 main buildings, as you can see. The 2 kind of row houses, the church, the tower, and then there is a fountain in the middle of those 2 row houses. Whoever holds 3 of those first at the end of a turn, and at least 4 turns have played, will be the winner. Otherwise, it's whoever fails the route test first. I will go first because I have the lower warband rating. So let's get into it. Miriam is going to sprint up to the church steps, which is a double move. Dipsy, the new Kingfisher. He's Kingfisher. Mm-hmm. Kingfisher is going to fly up to the top of the tower. Matthias, the Mouth's thief, will sprint up. Jake, the snake, going to slither on up. Cap is going to move up towards the corner of the building and hide. Linda, going to move up to the wall and hide. Samson's going to sprint up to the back of the building. Sir Bug's going to go for a run. Reginald is going to move up, staying in the field for cover. And take a shot at our friend up in the tower. So I'm going to spend one of my 12 fate points here. I have 12 because I'm that far behind Joe's warband currently. I got a 6.
I match.
Alright, so I clear the 1. We both got a 6, which gives you, it's a crit. It gives you an extra +7 to the roll, I'm pretty sure. Which would put us at the same number, which would equal or less is a fail. However, I have -2 because of partial from the crenellations on the tower, and because he's touching a piece of terrain. So that's a failed shot. Gwendolyn the Squirrel to cast Heart of Oak. Got a D8 for this spell with +3. 2 for not moving and 1 for his focus.
You're targeted 3.
With those modifiers, the spell will go off, giving everybody Fearless, which allows them to ignore Fearsome and fight without penalty. Jessica Rabbit's going to just stay put where she is. Rodney the Weasel going to move up to the building. Elias the Squirrel also going to stay put. Sir Squeaky going to sprint up just into the shadow of the alley. We proceed to the next turn's initiative roll. Got a 5. Joe got a 4. I'll have the initiative this round. And just because we're starting a new turn, let's take a quick look at the overall board state. Kind of starting to get to see. This is going to end up being just a kill box in the middle of the board between those row houses. I know it, and I'm excited for it. I'm going to start with Reginald. He's going to pop shots at the bird in that tower again. I'm also going to use another fate point here. And I'm using my paralyzing poison here. Got a 6.
Oh.
That's going to hit real freaking hard. Mm-hmm. That will come out to a whopping 16 points of damage, which will snipe the bird off the tower. Jake, behind the corner right there, is going to cast Reveal. Rolling at a +3, looking for a 5. That'll go off. Miss Rabbit is going to leap to the other side of the fountain. And then we're going to take a shot at Sir Squeaky, who is down that hallway. And I misspoke earlier. She has the paralyzing poison. Reginald had the pain poison. I'm using a fate point here. Not good. 2. It's not great, but I don't think I have any bonuses. Hopefully, luckily for me, Jessica is an expert shot. So I can't reroll the fate dice, but I can reroll my regular dice. To a 5, which is much better. So that'll be 5 damage. So with his light armor, which gives him tough 1, That'll take it to 4 damage, and the paralyzing poison, which did at least 2 wounds, so he will miss his activation this turn. Rodney will fire back through the tunnel. So Joe's got kill shot, and he hasn't moved, so he's +5. I am partially obscured and touching a piece of terrain, so it's -2, so he's a net of +3, and he's using a fate point. I got a 3. 2. We'll be back with the other dice in just a moment. 5. Joe's definitely hitting. I, however, said the modifiers very, very wrong. He was flat, straight dice. He was +2 for not moving. He was -2 for my stuff. The kill shot and the arrow he's using affect the damage. So he's at a 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Miriam is going to try to throw a heal or a cure onto Jessica. Alright, looking for a 3 or better. 6 is better than a 3. For a D8 +2. So for 4. Lady Linda was going to hop that wall and sprint to the left. Samson's going to sprint. Gwendolyn wants to throw a heal at Sir Squeaky, but she's going to have to move a little bit to do so.
Sorry, so I need a...
Target number 4 with a +1. She needs a 3 or better. 8 is 3 or better. And then is going to heal for a D12. 5.
Which is he's fully...
Modest. Matrim is just going to stay put. Sir Bugs moves out to the edge of the forest to take a crossbow shot at Cap. Straight dice roll here for Joe. I'm going to use a fate point. I'll take it. Okay with that expenditure. Cap is going to move up to the fountain and join Jessica. I'm gonna burn another fate point here because why not? Because he can't roll against me here because he's paralyzed. So I want to just hope for a big number here. Not a big number. We're at 3. And Elias is going to continue to stay put for me. Turn 3. Initiative. He's got to get in the tray. 3. We're going to start with Jessica Rabbit, and I'm just going to put shots into the mouse. Alright, so first shot from the rabbit. It's a 2, not great. I do get a re-roll because I'm an expert shot. 3 gets a little bit better, so that's 5 total because I didn't move. So 5 damage on him, minus your light armor. So 4 damage. And then we got second shot. It's a 1. I get a re-roll there. That's a 6, 7, 8. So 8 more damage. Squeaky gonna get out of that spot. Final position with a hide. Since he is behind the stand of trees, he's totally out of line of sight. Samson's gonna move up and hide at the steps of the building. Rodney from down the alley is gonna shoot at the rabbit. Gonna use a fate point.
And I also got my kill shot.
That's just for your damage, but you are +2 for not moving.
Yes. Ooh, 6.
7, yeah, it's not gonna matter because you rolled a 6 on a d6. So that's gonna be a lot of damage. That will take out the rabbit. Bugs shuffling around a little bit to get a shot. Joe using a fate point for the shot.
Matches and you beat me.
I win. Miriam gonna try to cast luck on Cap over at the fountain. +2 because I'm not moving. That's a 3, which is all I needed.
Can't see anybody else.
Jake the snake throwing a heal at the mouse behind the trees. His heal does not need line of sight, whereas mine does. And he gets it with a 7. And heals him up for 2. Reginald is going to use flight and sprint to take himself to the top of the tower. Gwendolyn going for a heal on Rodney, I'm assuming.
Yes.
7 goes off, heals for...
No, not Rodney. 11 on the edge.
Cap is going to take a shot at Rodney. Using a fate point here because I really hope this goes well. 6 is well enough. So I'm +2 for not moving, +3 for luck. So that takes me to an 11. And then I've got kill shot, which is another +3. So 14 damage total. So Elias is going to poke his head out and take a shot. So for this shot, I will be using my mortal poison, and I will be using a fate point. I have rock steady, so I get +1 to my roll off when I move and shoot. 6. Let's go. That will hit her for 14, and Batrep will stay put. Moving to turn 4. Initiative. I got an 8, so I will go first. So I'm going to start with Cap. I'm going to shoot at Rodney. I'm going to use a fate point, as is Joe. I got a 4.
I got a 6 and a 4.
So 6.
6 beats you.
6 should be. Bug's gonna move up. All right. Cracking at Miriam.
Oh.
I got a 1. So I got a 9. Landing 12 damage onto Miriam. Gonna have Miriam try to heal her, cure herself. Which she does. For a D8 +2. For 7. Never mind. No, she doesn't, because she has wound penalties. Also, quick thing that I need to point out that we forgot is that when I shot the mouse with Elias last turn, I had the mortal poison on it, so that was an extra D6 of damage, which was enough to finish her off. Squeaky gonna sprint over to the tower. Samson's gonna move up just a tiny bit and hide. Jake the snake behind that tower there is going to try to cast Gate. Target 5 on Gate, +3 to the roll, so don't roll a 1. 5 is good. Gating to the back side of the building. Reginald will take a shot down at the mouse. All right. I got a 4. +2 is 6.
5.
So I will hit you. Correction, Reginald has spot the weak points that ignores armor and tough, so it's the full 6 damage, not 5. Batrep is going to sprint down the side of the building. Rodney's going to take a shot down the alley at me. Rodney shooting at me. Both going to use a fate point, I believe.
3 for my first.
I got an 8.
All right.
8 will block it. Elias is going to sprint around the building to this back corner. End of turn 4, going into turn 5. I control 2 objectives. Joe controls 1. 3 of them are contested. 3, 5. I'm going to have Cap shoot at Rodney. We'll use another fate point. Okay. Jeez Louise. If I can get it in the tray. Try it again. God almighty. I can do it. Maybe I can't do this. There it is. 6 is not going to do it though. Bug's going to swing at Miriam. Still can't do it. 2. That will take out Miriam, and as a response, Elias is going to put shots into the wizard. Okay. First shot is a 4. 3. 3. Second shot is 3.
Oh.
That one will hit for 3. Gwendolyn moves over behind the trees so that she can try to throw a heal at Squeaky and proceeds to roll a 2, which will not be successful because right now she only has the +1 from her focus, giving her a 3. Reginald from his perch will take a shot down at Squeaky. Got a D6. That's a 6. So 6 plus 2 plus 7 is 15, minus 1 because you're touching the piece of terrain. So 14.
Alright, that's kind of.
Alright, Squeaky is obliterated. Rodney, taking a shot up at the perch. Okay, Joe using a fate point for the shot.
7, first shot.
5, so a 7. I need a 6 here. Well, no. I got a 3. Goes to your 7, or your 5, plus 2, minus 2, 5. So 5. And then plus 3 for kill shot. Samson will sprint over to the corner of the adjacent building to contest it. So at this point, we're at the end of the... Oh, wait, no, we're not. Shit. Jake, gonna move around the building just a little bit. Now, at the end of the turn, we come to a potential route check for Joe. So this is going to be his fortitude versus my presence. I got an 8. So that will route him off the table.
Run away!
Run away, flee! Alright, so starting off post game, for me, Jessica Rabbit has a leg injury which reduced her movement stat by 1 dice level, and Miriam got hamstrung in the melee, so her nimbleness is reduced by 1. For Joe, the Kingfisher had a full recovery, Dipsy. Sir Squeaky had a horrific facial injury, so now he has fearsome. And Linda got...
Enfeeblement or whatever. Week 1.
Week 1. She gained week 1 enfeeblement.
Yeah, you're a priest.
After post game, I'm going to end with 41 pennies, 45 labor, and I now have a Fletcher, so I can get those fancy arrows like Joe has. On my experience, we've got Joseph, who's going to take Eagle Eyes. We've got Samson, who took Taunt and got a skill upgrade for his movement. Reginald took Fast Shot. Matrom got Focus Strike. Jessica got nothing. Elias got Expert Shot. Miriam got nothing. Gwendolyn went wandering and found a magical tome at a forest shrine, so she now knows Lightning. And that, my friends...
Also, I ran across a priest and all my wounds were healed.
For which character?
All of them. They said all of them.
Really?
Yeah.
He also ran across a priest and had all of their wounds got healed. So, cool. Okay, I had to go back and read that. Joe had to explain it to me. It's not all the wounds that everybody's taken. Just the ones who rolled on the injury table this turn got their wounds healed. And that's going to do it for today. We might play. We'll figure out what we're going to do. I'm going to get my hands on that 2nd edition rulebook as soon as I can. But until I can get my hands on it, we'll play this when we can. Thanks so much for tuning in, hanging out while we played some Burrows and Badgers. I hope you have an absolutely amazing rest of your day.